We're north of San Antonio at Canyon Lake with Wade Middleton as he heads out on a windy, cloudy day in search of largemouth bass. Canyon Lake has notoriously been known for its recreational fun times to be had on the water, but recently it's seen a resurgence in its popularity for bass fishing, and throwing top waters and swim baits is one of Wade's favorite ways to catch them.
You know, when I go fishing, sometimes it's about, just getting to go fishing, but sometimes it's to play with new products or products that I'm not familiar with, try to learn new techniques. And the Zero Swimmer 100, it's a cool jointed bait. It's really kind of falls more in the topwater wake bait type category. You can throw it out and wind it kind of semi-slow, and it's just got a tantalizing, sexy action coming through the water. Everything's wiggling, everything's moving, a multitude of colors to match the bait fish and what you think they should be biting on wherever. And I was asked to spend some time throwing it. And what I found on this bait is when they eat it, dude, I mean, they choke on it. Got him. He choked that one. That's when they want to eat it right there, where they got it strapped all the way inside their mouth like that. That's what you're looking for right there. When you get a day with some low pressure and wind like this, a little bit of mist in the air, shad spawn's probably going on, it's hard to beat just winding something. A lot of guys will take a big jerk bait and kind of reel it around. I like to throw these little jointed baits like this. This is part of the Essential Series from Spro. It's the Zero Swimmer. It doesn't go very deep. You're gonna see it, but that fish there came up in about 20 foot of water off that bluff and smoked it. Got him, good one. I don't know what that is. It's a bass, it's a big one. Maybe a big striper, the way he stayed down. No big old bass. Giant bass. He ate that Spro. I'm gonna come back there. Oh yeah, look at that one there, boys. That's a big one. That's a big one right there. I'll have to get a hold of him so I can get that hook out of its mouth. That's a stud. Let her get back in the water. Yeah, bud. Thank you, girl. That's a giant bass. Go on down there. Whew, that's so much fun right there. Shook me up when it first come up. I watched it come up and roll. We don't have footage of that. It looked like thought it was a striper. It looked about that long. It came up, rolled all over it, and I just like, oh, it's got to be a striper. Stayed down, then it came up. Oh, that's so fun. I mean, all I'm doing is fishing along grass edges, rock edges, and brush with this wake bait right here, and it doesn't go but about 1.5 feet deep, but these fish are looking up. It's cloudy. It's kind of, overcast a little bit, one of those kind of days that you think you'd catch them. And this bait from Spro, it's part of the Essential Series. It's the Zero Swimmer, not a giant bait. A lot of guys like throw 5, 6 inch, much bigger baits. I like this size of a bait right here. You can tell it hunts well, reels through the water well, and that fish right there, he came up, thought he had him a big old shad, and instead we got to get pictures with him. How cool is that? That's a stud of a bass. Oh, giant. That was fun. I mean, just targeting grass lines, rocky drop-offs, looking at my graph to find, where the river channel's running in. All these fish are post-spawn, a little bit beat up, worn down. They're just trying to feed back up from the spawn. And, I started way out there on that point in about 15 foot of water, fished it up here to the top of this, and there's just a few sticks and a few grass, little tendrils coming up, and using my light scope to kind of keep myself positioned where I could make the right kind of casts. And that was the right cast, obviously, because that old fish, he come up and ate it. Wow.